One of Boris FX Optics' superpowers is your ability to add multiple masks on a given layer at once. From the stylized filter category, I'm going to apply the S_damage TV effect and choose the there here white noise preset. I would like to limit this to the background and not have it affect my foreground subject. I'll head to the top of my layers menu and choose to add Mask ML. This is powered by AI to make object selection that much more quick. If you hold down the Option key, you can preview the overlay of what's going to be selected. I'll make my first selection on the subject's foot, and then I'll Option click again closer to the top of my subject to get the remaining area. Not to mention, press the M key to see my mask selection in black and white. From the top of the toolbar, I can click on the Invert Mask button to now limit it to the background, as well as add a bit of mask blur around the edges. I'll press M so that we can see the effect so far. In addition to having it limited to the background, I'd also like to have it stronger on the left-hand side of the screen. To accomplish this, I'll add a gradient mask to the selected layer. We can see the mask applied, and all of our options here on the toolbar, allowing us to have a gradient from bottom to top, top to bottom, and what we'll use in this instance, which is from left to right. Based on the current mask's blend modes, we've reintroduced the TV damage onto our subject. Currently, our gradient mask is set to normal, but if we change that to subtract, now we can see the TV damage effect stronger on the right-hand side of the screen versus the left-hand side of the screen, and blending in with our Mask ML. Last, we can choose the mask mode of multiply, which is going to produce a result where there is a union of pixels from these two masks, giving us our desired result. Last, we want to introduce some TV static back into our subject's foot. Let's add a paint mask. We can see that it's currently all black, and we also have access to a brush tool. We can make our brush larger by using the left and right square brackets, and then start to paint on our subject's foot. In order to visualize this, we can press M to go into mask mode and start to play around with the mask blur, not to mention how it blurs. We can control this as an inner blur, have our mask blur from the center, or have it blur from the outer edges depending on our need. I'll make one final brush stroke, and press M to see my original image. You can hold down the Control key or right-click in order to remove some of your brush strokes. And that is how you can mix multiple masks on a given layer inside of Boris FX Optics.